All right, hi guys at home. It's good to see you. It's Miss Emily from the library, and we are here for story time, right guys? And I was just telling them that we are going to read one of my favorite Halloween books, and it is called The Hallo-Wiener. And it's by Dav Pilkey. You might know that author's name because he writes Captain Underpants and Ricky Ricotta and His Mighty Robot, some older chapter books. He also writes more of the picture books too. So here we go, The Hallo-Wiener. And do you see how the Hallo-Wiener is written out to look like it's in hot dogs?
Oh. Oh, that's fantastic.
There once was a dog named Oscar, who was half a dog tall and 1.5 dogs long. Because of his unusual shape and size, all the other dogs made fun of him. Wiener dog, they called him, and Oscar did not like it one bit. Poor Oscar. It's not nice to make fun of someone, is it? Not nice at all. Oscar's mother was no help either. Every morning when the dogs walked off to obedience school, Oscar's mother stood in the front yard, waving and calling out, "Farewell, my little Vienna sausage." And the other dogs laughed and laughed. See, with her handkerchief waving. Now, if you guys will notice, in some of these pictures you'll see these two ornery cats. See those two ornery cats? Most of the time, Oscar was upset by all this, but not today. Today was Halloween, and Oscar was thinking of other things. All day long at obedience school, Oscar daydreamed about Halloween night, trick-or-treats, and scary costumes. And then do you see up here, see this dog? I think he's in trouble. It says, today's lesson, sit, stay. And then he's writing on the board, I will not sniff my neighbor. I will not sniff my neighbor. I will not sniff my neighbor. When Oscar got home, he dashed upstairs to start working on his scary Halloween costume. But when he got to his room, a surprise was waiting for him. "Happy Halloween, my little sausage link," said Oscar's mother. "I've made you a costume to wear for trick-or-treats." When Oscar saw the costume, he nearly fainted. Oh my goodness, I wonder what it is. Let's see. Oh no, it was a giant hot dog bun, complete with mustard. And guess who was supposed to fit in the middle? Who do you think is supposed to fit in the middle?
Me.
Oscar. Oh, you're gonna fit in the middle? Oscar did not want to hurt his mother's feelings, so he decided to wear the silly costume. Oh, well that was sweet, wasn't it? He didn't want to hurt Mom's feelings, so he thought, I'll wear the costume anyways. That night, all the dogs on the block gathered to show off their costumes. Everyone was looking quite scary. Then Oscar showed up, looking quite frank. When the dogs saw Oscar in his silly costume, they howled with laughter. "Look at Oscar," they cried. "He really is a wiener dog." Poor Oscar was so embarrassed. "Wiener dog, laughed the other dogs as they ran off to go trick-or-treating. Oscar tried to keep up with the dogs, but his silly costume kept slowing him down. Poor little old Oscar. All night long, the other dogs hounded every treat they could get their paws on. So by the time Oscar got to each house, there were no treats left. Didn't even get any candy. Soon, trick-or-treating was over, and the dogs walked home past a spooky graveyard. Suddenly, a horrible hissing sound filled the air. Hiss! The dogs stopped, dead in their tracks. Then out of the graveyard rose a ghastly monster. The dogs screamed for their lives. They dropped their treats and jumped into the nearby pond. They were so scared. Dropped it all. The monster moved closer. "Please don't eat us," cried the dogs. The monster yowled and hissed. "Boo!" sobbed the dogs. The monster jumped up and down. "Somebody save us!" shrieked the dogs. Now they're really scared, aren't they? Just then, somebody showed up. It was Oscar. Because Oscar was so short, he saw something that the other dogs had not seen. Do you see down here? You see something? "That's no monster," cried Oscar, and with a loud bark, Oscar waddled to the rescue. Oscar chomped and tugged with all his might. Do you see the shadow underneath that costume? Do you have any idea who it could be? What'd you say, Ellen? Who do you think it is?
I think it's his mom.
His mom? Oh, I don't know. What else do you think? Could be his mom.
Maybe the cats.
Maybe the cats. Do you see the outline? Maybe. Let's see which one it is. Let's see. Rip! And there, standing in the moonlight, were a couple of ornery cats. "Help!" cried the cats. "We're being attacked by a giant frankfurter!" And they ran off, screaming through the graveyard. Frankfurter, isn't that hilarious? Frankfurter's like another kind of hot dog. The dogs in the pond had seen the whole thing, and now it was their turn to be embarrassed. "We've been chased into a pond by a couple of cats," they moaned. But Oscar was a true friend. He leaped into the water and swam out to the dogs. Oscar's silly costume made a wonderful life raft, and the dogs climbed up. "All aboard," Oscar called, and he dog paddled back to shore. When they got back to dry land, all the dogs shared their Halloween treats with Oscar. Because Oscar had been so brave, the dogs changed his nickname from Wiener Dog to Hero Sandwich. And from that night on, nobody ever made fun of Oscar again. The end. Yay! I like that one. And it says, "Happy Halloween." I think this book is just as much for the adults as it is for kids. Those are my favorites. All right, and here's our pop-up book, Snappy Little Halloween. Woo. There's a really funny part in this one, okay? I think you guys are gonna love it. Oh my goodness. "Halloween's a time for spells. This witch makes strange things grow. But oops, she made her nose too long. Oh, oh, oh." Watch your nose grow. Can you guys see it from the side? Oh my goodness. Bunch of silly things in this book. "Cats really don't like flying. It makes their soft fur frizz. But when the witch says the magic words, bang, pop, whiz." Jim jump. That cat's seen better days. "The skeleton feels very stiff. He wants to stretch and wriggle. And so he does a moonlight dance. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle." You guys jiggle like a skeleton? Jiggle like a skeleton? "Bat loves to fly in the dark of night. Just see this spooky chap. He's off to find some scary fun. Flap, flap, flap." When friendly ghosts come calling, I ask, how do you do? They smile, they sigh, then they reply. Ooh. You guys make some good ghost noises. Let's hear ya. Ooh. Good job. Ooh, man. This silly little vampire. He thinks he's scaring you. He doesn't know his pants fell down. Oh my goodness. Boo, boo, boo. Well, he's not going to scare anyone like that, is he? Silly vampire. He lost his britches. My goodness. A mummy's wrapped in bandages. This is a fact well known. But if someone should pull them off, moan, groan, moan. You guys moan like a mummy? Good job. Is someone in this armor, or is it just a prank? The visor opens, then slams shut. Clank, clank, clank. See the eyes peeking out? Most monsters play on Halloween, but this one's all a quiver. Do you guys know what a quiver means? It's a big word, isn't it?
It means they're scared.
He's scared. He's so scared he's shaking. He stays at home and hides in bed. Shiver, shiver, shiver. Good job on that. Now look. Do you guys see what he's scared of in this picture?
The mouse.
The mice, because what are they putting onto the wall? What's showing up on the wall behind them? They're shadows, which make them look so much bigger than they are, right? Their shadows look like monsters. But it's just from the tiny, tiny little mice. He's so scared. Now Halloween is almost here. It really is a scream. Hello, calls the jack-o'-lantern. Happy Halloween.
It's the spider.
You see a spider inside that jack-o'-lantern? You see him up in there? Wiggling around. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today, and I hope you have a great afternoon. Happy Halloween. Bye, guys.